Hey YouTube, how's it going? Merry Christmas to you, and I guess in a few days, Happy New Year. Thank God we're out of 2020. But I'm finally getting in the garage to actually do the fender rolling, so I'm gonna bring you along with me. I'll walk you through the process. I've only had this roller for about a year, so thanks Eric for letting me hold on to it this long. But I'm gonna finally get in there. I'm gonna walk you through the process. I'm not gonna have the camera just like locked in at one position and having you watch me roll the thing 1,000 times, but I'll walk you through each of the steps. Time lapse if I need to, if I feel like it's necessary to do that. I got the car up in air. I'm heating the garage up. I just gotta get some jack stands under it and we'll get down to business. So let's go, let's get this done finally. I've only been talking about it now for like the better part of a year, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so here we go. Wheels off. We are starting with the driver's side. Rear first. Main reason for that, and hopefully you can see this, it's a little difficult to do, especially with the light there, but this area right in here, I really jacked that up pretty bad when I was pulling out of the driveway, actually planning on going to a race, and when I was backing out, I had a jack standing, I had the hydraulic jack in the car, I had tires, I had a lot of stuff, and this was sitting lower, and this is full suspension, like, so you can see, you know, and let me try to get my hand over that light to try not blind you, but like, this is all stock suspension right now. I didn't do anything to it, but with the weight of the extra weight in there, when I was backing out of my ridiculously sloped driveway, the tire snagged it and pulled it down a little. So I got in there, I got a socket and like just kind of rolled it up. So this thing will roll with some pressure on it. What we're trying to avoid though is messing up this lip. So we're gonna get in there. First, I'm gonna wipe down the lip quite a bit, because as you can tell, I'm not particularly good with cleaning rubber off of it, because I frankly don't care. But, you know, this is a nice car, trying to keep it nice. So yeah, let's get down to business. I'm gonna put you up on the tripod, make it a little easier for me to use my hands, and you know, I'll pull you down when it makes sense to mention something, all right? All right, so I got the heat gun here. Just gonna get in here and warm this up quite a bit. It's gonna take a while because it is a little cold, but we are gonna work ridiculously slow. And you can smell rubber burning, mainly because there's rubber under here. But we'll take our time. All right, guys. So I'm working here very slowly. I'm finding that I'm kind of starting at this corner here, and it doesn't look like much, but this was out flat like this. What I'm doing is really heating it up and kind of marching my way up the fender, and I'm taking it very slow. And one of the things I've noticed it's working well for it is I heat up the area just in front of where I'm going to work and like a little bit past it, and then I kind of overextend beyond it and then roll back down onto it. So for instance, like for this area down here, I kind of tapped it in with the mallet. I have a dead blow, kind of get it started, and then come ahead of it and adjust this piece down so that, and you can see as I'm twisting it counterclockwise, it kind of comes into the fender. So the way that this is set up and how it's located in the wheel well is if you extend it up to hit this, it's really gonna squeeze this area here. So what I like to do is leave it loose up in this area and kind of work my way. It's kind of weird, like a sawtooth almost. So work this area, then back it up, heat it up, come back in on it and work it down, blend it into this area. So that's what I'm gonna do, kind of work my way over and then kind of in reverse do it this way. Originally, I was thinking of starting like dead in the center, but what I'm concerned about like here is if I may end up starting to pull and bow the fender. So this way I can kind of sneak up on it, and I'm really heating it. This is gonna, I'm gonna be honest with you, like if you really wanna do this right, this is gonna take you a while to do this. So I'm gonna keep working on this. I'll show it to you. Maybe I'll slap on a time lapse, kind of let you see what I'm doing. So. So here we go. I am pretty much done this side. Overall, pretty happy with it. I may run it across the lip one more time. I got it pretty smooth along the here, and then there's two spots. There's a little crack right there A lot of this that you see is actually just rubber from the quarter, but there is a small crack right there, and then right there, right at this seam. And I don't know if you can see it. It's like right there. Couldn't do much about it. I may actually still pull the fender a little right in this area, only to just make the body line a little bit cleaner, because you can see once you do it, it's going to happen once you clearance it, and it's hard to kind of see it here, but there's a little bit of a bulge because this body line doesn't move. So what I will probably end up doing is, let me take this over here. I will probably end up just pulling that out a little bit once I get into the summer and it warms up a little. I'm going to put the drag radials on it for now to just see how they fit with it once I drop it down. I don't know how well they're going to hold air. I got them sitting over there. I'll see. I think I'll probably just put the regular wheels back on. But I'm going to take a break, grab some lunch, and get out here and do the other side. So now I got the hang of it. It's really not as bad as I thought it would be. You just got to keep heat in it. And, man, my heater ran out of propane. I ran out of propane, so, so go figure. I thought I had at least a half a tank. It looks like it was like pretty much nothing in it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it overall. I may do a little roll on just the edge here, just clean it up a little bit. Overall, very happy. So let's get to the other one and keep moving along. All right, so we're basically done the other side, the driver's side. I may go in, I may do some pulling like I had mentioned here. You'll see, if you can see here, how it's you know, it's very smooth here. You'll see that it's like bowed out a bit. That gets resolved by just pulling this a little. So I may end up just using this to stretch it in that area, but I got to be careful because I don't want to break the bolt hole, you know, stretch that there. So I got to be careful. But I'm going to clean this lip off, and we're basically just going to do the same thing over and over. We're just going to keep changing the angle of the head. This is kind of like my finishing position, where it's a lot more kind of parallel to the fender, whereas you'll see me on more of a 45 to start, or even more shallow than that to try to get it going. And then, like I said, I'll start on this end here. I'll tap it in with the hammer a little bit to kind of get it going. And you can see here, I already got a chip there. So, oh well. But yeah, let's wipe her down and we'll get down to business again. Okay, so we are back in business. You can see I obviously didn't do anything with the suspension. There's just that giant, you know, gap there, but got the wheels back on. I just wanted to get it, you know, in and out of the garage, just make sure everything's good. Looks good. I'm very happy with it. You can't really tell unless you look at it from a certain angle that anything was done to it, and even then it'd be difficult for you to spot it. You know, I stretched it a little, but I still think I got a little bit more to do. You can kind of see it from this vantage point. But other than that, I'm very happy. Very happy with how it turned out. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, there were some chips, unfortunately, unavoidable, but nothing on the outside surface. So for that, I'm good. You can't see anything, but man, she sounds good. I'm gonna have to adjust the tailpipes. Unfortunately, when you lift the car up from the back, you know, the tailpipe moves over a little, but you probably can't even hear what I'm saying. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Next thing we got to do is start working on the suspension, get this thing a little bit lower. So that'll be the next thing that comes up. I'm going to try the drag radials on it just to see how they fit. I know they'll fit on this fine the way it's set up. I've got the rear to put in, the differential, the differential and the drive shaft. Oh man, we got a lot of work, but thanks for watching. Let's keep trucking, guys. Thanks. Take care.